Hello, this is me. I'm just doing a short little video on choosing and combining angels for magic, especially when you work for others or help others, I mean. And many of the occult traditions, they are so fascinated with this working on the exact planetary hour, day of the planets, angels ruling over the astrological sign, the nativity angels, like they approach the Shem for the 5 days they rule each year, and the angels of night, day, hour, season, etc., and they are found in Goetia and Enochian. And what I usually use, since most people ask me for help, that is that I approach the Shem Angels and the angels with respect and kindness and very sincere intent from my part, and that is to help and bring balance and harmony. Or luck, or a road opener, or whatever it is to help somebody who is in distress. And that is to think of also opposites, like you got those angels who bring in love, and then you have those that can reverse things, that they can, if somebody has done something wrong to you, they can reverse it and send it back. And like peace and revenge, harmony and iron rules. Like those old saying, peace and war, love and hate. And here is how you can do it in so many different ways. But I do it like this. Of course, intent is the main thing, since I choose 1 or 2 words that is the intent for each angel when I approach them in the first. Then I try to feel and sense the angel's name. I say the angel's now, I repeat it quietly, and I think of the intent. Sometimes you feel a little bit uneasy or nothing at all, and sometimes you can feel a sense of joy or cold or hot or something that, a small response that this is one that is interested for working on this thing. And then I always look up the synonyms. I have those my own grimoires where there are powers that are not listed in the Goetia and Enochian as well, since you get, the more you learn to know an angel, the more they tell you what they can help you with. And when I choose the synonyms of the power, I write them down all over the page. Like everywhere, each word I find a synonym on, and then I can sense it with a hand if somebody vibrates or if it's hot or cold, and what is the main word for that thing. And then I put the angel's sigil or name, whatever you use. The angel's name or the sigil, I combine both all the time actually. A Hebrew name and a sigil. And then I write down the power and feel that it is really connected to my intent. And then I start to write out sentences. And I use dictionaries for... since many are from other countries, as I live in this area of Gothenburg where there is ghettos, so we have a Polish, Serbian, whatever it might be. And then I try to find synonyms with the help of them as well, so we get it right. And here's that thing. And something that works well for especially a boy that I taught this. He had he became a computer thing, whatever they are called. He had a hard life, and then he got help, and then so he connected to numbers. So I taught him the Hebrew and Greek numerology. So he felt the words through changing it to numbers. So he had that natural ability to connect to numbers. And when everything feels okay to this, that's when I do the LBRP or circle casting, and you can of course choose whatever you want to call him, but let's say I choose in the archangels of fire, water, earth and air. And then I lay the sheets down. I have one sheet for each angel and the power, and lay them out as I am in the middle, and try to feel if there is something that is a little bit off, so I shift the place, since it must feel totally harmonious with all the angels. It is just like the angels should all stand around you and think of how they are going to work together, since we are working with 2 for 11 days, so they are going to work side by side there a lot. And then I ask the angels for guidance, and I lay the sheets, and I pray to my AGA. And then I lay the sheets on my altar for the night, and I ask for blessings and guidance. And the next morning I make a note. Did I dream, good or bad? What are my feeling, happy, sadness, anger? Just small notes. And then when I can, I perform a full ritual. Well, if I call in the Shem Angels, I will evoke Raziel. And that depends on what I'm doing. You don't have to evoke anything if you are doing for yourself. And I do always at least 14 hours fasting. It's a way of life for me. When it's really a difficult matter, my doctor actually forbid me to do more than 3 days of fasting. I used to do 9 and sometimes 2 weeks, but that is not good for me anymore, so I skip that. And you evoke after that each angel on the list, and you ask that angel to bless the powers and the sentences you've written down and the protection over this ritual if they use the intended words that you have written down. And this is where you have to be harsh with those who ask for your help. The exact power. So otherwise they often go on like, but oh, they have occult powers, I ask for that powers, and they start to go on moving, jumping all over the place, asking for a little bit too much. And everybody who's young does it, so it's not a hard thing, no, but I usually make it clear to them that if you want to try something else, then we'd make a new list where you develop your magical abilities or whatever it is now that is so important, and then we put up maybe a 4 angel list for that, or 6 angels, and but we make different. If I'm going to ask my AGA for a blessing, and let's say Raziel or Archangel Michael or Gabriel, that means that there is a sacred blessing there, and it is not to be fooled around with. Is disrespectful for the angels. So this is how I do it. I know that some people are using tarot with drawing one card represents one angel, and they are using that as a guide, but my angels told me that there is no recharge on a blessing like this. You don't charge it, it gets done, and it's all the work that you do here, all the prayers and all the connection and final stage, the evocations. So it will be blessed, and that power will stay blessed. There is no charging in the moon or sun or anything. It is a sacred list, and it will, as long as everybody uses the words and the exact powers and ask for them, they can change how they feel that they should work with each angel, but just that they stay within that, for that specific thing. And they can do, of course, do other magic for other things as well. So that is not, but just for the specific thing when they need help with, let's say, addiction, that's when you got to be harsh and say, and this is only for this and not for anything else. And I think like using pendulums and things like that, that is also like, if we take it like this, pendulums and I don't work well together. They get all crazy every time. They usually soon it would, there is no thing like, they sometimes flow off my head and hit the roof and I got a bloody nose, and I think that's just the Shem Angels telling me to not to use a pendulum. Use my heart, gut and mind and trust them. And hope this was inspirational for you, and have a magical day. Bye for now.